So it is now 3:15 p.m. on Friday, January 5th. I'm trying to take a shower because I have to be at work this evening, and I keep having to jump out because the water that comes out of my shower head and of my kitchen tap intermittently and very selectively suddenly starts to stink like fish, like somebody's filthy feet, and like raw sewage intermittently when I try to rinse out my eyes, rinse out my piercings, rinse out my mouth or my ears, or brush my teeth, and rinse my hair. It is only when I try to rinse out those specific body parts that that water suddenly starts to intensely stink like fish, like raw sewage, and like someone's dirty, never washed feet. I mean, it's absolutely nauseating. And the odors are so strong that I literally have to jump out of the shower. I'm dripping wet right now. I just tried calling the Greenville group about 20 minutes ago because this started happening as soon as I got into the shower and started trying to rinse out my eyes and my hair. So let's try them again and see if they actually answer the phone for once. They didn't answer the phone at 2:45 p.m. when I tried calling. They're just kind of fly by night and don't really have a lot of staff working there. But I can't take a shower. The water stinks. My hair, even when it's covered with shampoo or conditioner that usually smell nice, suddenly stinks like fish. My hair should never smell like fish unless I've been dipping it in a vat full of tuna or something. I'm absolutely dripping water all over the floor. This is just ridiculous. I'm not supposed to... Oh, what the hell just happened? Every time I try to dial the Greenville Group's number on this phone, it suddenly disappears. Oops. 524 524 2988. It's a federal crime to tamper with somebody's water, and as I keep mentioning in these videos, 2 former maintenance managers suggested the use of a saddle valve against the pipes to my kitchen tap. It's not rocket science, it's not science fiction, it's basic hardware store 101. You can get a saddle valve at any hardware store for like $20.
Invalid input. Please try again. Thank you for calling the Greenville Group. How can I help you?
Yes, hi. I'm calling from Unit 89. Basically, this is like the 10th time last week or so that I've called to report stinking, intermittently nauseating smelling tap water coming out of my shower head when I try to rinse out my eyes or my mouth or my hair in that shower. And the smell is intermittent, so it is some kind of problem with the pipes or something leaching into the pipes, and it's not coming from the Boston Water Supply out on the street.
Okay, let me speak to Oleg about that, okay?
Yeah, I've called like 10 times in the last few weeks to report that when I try to rinse out certain body parts in the shower, but not others, the water suddenly starts to stink like fish or like raw sewage or like dirty feet. I mean, the stench is overwhelming, and I have to step out of the shower to avoid having to rinse in that stinking water.
Are you home now?
Yeah, I'm trying to take a shower. I have to be at work this evening, and I'm already running late.
Okay, so can maintenance come up, or is this not a good time?
I have to leave. This is not something that maintenance could do anything about. The water needs to be tested, and it needs to be tested when I am engaging in the activities that seem to generate that kind of stinking water to come out of that tap, the shower head and the tap of my kitchen sink.
Okay, I will speak to Oleg and figure something out, okay?
Yeah, I've sent like half a dozen emails, not just to the Greenville Group, but to their legal representatives about this issue over the last few weeks. There's a lot of written documentation about what is happening.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, they're usually not very helpful. They don't seem to quite know what to do about this. Here's what you do. You get an extensive water testing kit that tests for all kinds of contaminants, chemical and bacteria. You have that kit ready, and when the water suddenly starts to stink, you get the kit, you fill up the kit, and then you send it in. That's what you do. If maintenance came up here now, whoever keeps pumping literally shit into my water or stinking fish stuff into my water would have some kind of knowledge of that, because they're smacking the walls behind my shower and behind my toilet throughout the afternoon. They have knowledge of what I do in here. Obviously, they use surveillance devices. They people keep telling me that they can see everything I do in my bathroom, and it's not just a few people from this building. It's coworkers, it's family members, it's people who have knowledge of what goes on in this building. A couple of detectives also told me they had knowledge that there was surveillance devices in my unit a couple of years ago during the pandemic, but they're not sure if the devices are still there. So that comes straight from the Boston Police Department, from their detectives. Yeah, I knew there were surveillance devices in your unit a couple years ago. I'm not sure if they're there now. That's a direct quote from a Boston police detective. So whoever keeps doing this has knowledge of what goes on in here. If maintenance suddenly came up here, I guarantee the water would suddenly be fine.